Hey trainers, today we're diving into a hot topic that's been buzzing around the Pokemon TCG Pocket community. Is this game going to be all about collecting, or is it actually going to be a battling competitive game? It's a question that's been popping up a lot, especially on Reddit. And over there, it looks like a ton of people think it's gonna be just collecting. And honestly, they have some solid reasons for that. But I've got a different take, and in this video, I'm gonna be explaining why I think the game will actually offer a very healthy balance of both collecting and battling, and how we already have that information to base this on. Let's start with the argument for Pokemon TCG Pocket being primarily a collecting game. If you've seen the trailers or read up on the official info, there's been a strong focus on card rarities. We've seen everything from basic diamond rated cards to rarer star tier cards. For instance, there's a diamond rarity Charizard EX, and then there are some special interactive cards like Mewtwo EX, which come in both diamond and star versions. Now, both versions have the same functionality in battle, but the emphasis on having these special, more visually appealing versions really points to a big focus on collecting. On top of that, there's a trading feature in the game, which is another key aspect that collectors are extremely excited about. The fact that you'll be able to trade cards with other players adds a layer of community-driven collecting, where people can work together to build their perfect collection. It's something we've seen in physical TCGs for years, and it seems like Pokemon TCG Pocket is aiming to bring that same thrill to the digital world. Now, we also know that players will get 2 free packs to open every day, with players with the membership getting 3 packs, which ties in perfectly with the collector's mindset. Getting free packs daily means you'll constantly have a chance to grow your collection, and if you have a membership, you're getting 50% more cards for the month, which makes it feel like the game is encouraging players to focus on the collecting aspect. Plus, when you combine all of these things together with the fact that the trailers have mostly highlighted different card rarities and visuals, it does give off the impression that collecting might be the main draw. So yeah, I completely understand why so many people in the community are convinced that Pokemon TCG Pocket will be more about collecting. It makes sense, right? But hey, here's where I think the game is going to surprise people. I believe Pokemon TCG Pocket is going to strike a healthy balance between collecting and battling, and there's a lot of evidence to back this up. First off, we already know that the core mechanics of the game have been altered to create a faster, more streamlined experience. In the traditional TCG, energy cards and prize cards are central mechanics, but in Pokemon TCG Pocket, they have been replaced with energy zones and point-based victories. This shift in the core gameplay suggests that they're designing the game to be much quicker and easier to play, which caters to a more competitive, battle-focused experience. It's not just about collecting cards, you're going to want to build strong, effective decks to win. But the most compelling argument for Pokemon TCG Pocket having a serious focus on battling comes down to the fact that the cards themselves have been changed. From what we've seen, the cards in Pokemon TCG Pocket are not identical to their counterparts in the official Pokemon TCG. They've been modified in various ways, whether they're just adjusting attacks, altering HP values, or changing other mechanics. These cards are not just direct copies of the original cards. If this game were going to be purely about collecting, there would be no need to go to the trouble of changing the cards at all. They could have just copied and pasted the existing cards from the physical TCG and called it a day, to be honest. But they didn't. The developers are clearly putting thought into how these cards interact and work in the context of Pokemon TCG Pocket, and that level of care and attention to detail makes me believe that they're seriously investing in the competitive side of the game. After all, if the focus were solely on collecting, they wouldn't need to manipulate the card text, stats, or abilities. By making these changes, they're signaling that the battling mechanics are just as important as the collecting aspect. And this isn't just about the cards themselves. The way the game has been designed to be fast-paced and easy to pick up, especially with its 5-minute battles and 20-card decks, shows that they want players to spend time actually battling. The turbo format and shorter matches are perfect for players who want to compete on the go, and I think this is a deliberate choice to make the game more competitive and engaging for battlers. I mean, how long is it going to take you to open 2 or 3 packs a day? Not that long. So having a turbo, more fast-paced game and battle system is what's really going to keep players on the app. So again, while collecting aspect is definitely going to be a huge part of Pokemon TCG Pocket, and trust me, I'm just as excited as anyone else to dive into that, I think the battling system is where the game is going to truly shine. The fact that they put so much effort into streamlining the gameplay and tweaking the card mechanics shows that they're looking to create a game that's not only fun to collect, but also fun to play. And in the end, I believe Pokemon TCG Pocket is going to offer the best of both worlds. You'll have the thrill of collecting rare and interactive cards, trading with other players, and building up your collection, but at the same time, you'll also get to experience fast-paced competitive battles that are easy to jump into, but still require strategy and skill. And don't worry, I got you on that front. But yeah, anyway, and that's what makes this game so exciting. It's not just one or the other, it's both. What do you guys think though? Will Pokemon TCG be more about collecting, or do you agree with me that there's going to be a strong focus on battling as well? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're as hyped as I am for the release, don't forget to subscribe for more updates and content as we get closer to the launch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!